Essendon versus Sydney Swans. 8-11-59 to 15-8-98. It was Sydney Swans back in form. Well, they looked a bit better this time, and they got the chocolates. Essendon, yeah, the season's finished. Absolute finished. No more Essendon. After a promising Johnny Carlton. What are you laughing at, man?
You're on fire, Chris. You are on fire tonight.
What that? Oh, Tinky, how are you, man? He's a good fella. We were on the live the other night, last week. He's a really nice guy. But anyway, listen, Essendon supporter. Tinky, yeah. I think Tinky's an Essendon fan. I'm pretty sure. You guys had a promising start. You did. You guys looked like you were top two. You were top two for a while, and to capitulate the way you did reminded me of last year as well. The way you guys finished off last year, it's disappointing for Essendon, and can they improve next year? I don't know, but yeah, I don't know. I was watching the game, and I thought they were on top for a majority of that first half, especially. And they just could not score. I don't know, just going forward. And then always that last kick into the 50, they just could not get right. And when you give Sydney so much time to get ready and to grab the momentum, a team like Sydney is going to make you pay, and that's what they did. So, Sydney were the winners. They look good. I applaud Sydney for coming out because they've been in bad form as well. But they put them to the sword in that second half, and they looked good again. They looked good. I'm still not sold on Sydney either, guys. I'm not sold that they're premiership favourites. I still think, they've got a few issues, but that could change in the next 4 to 5 weeks. So it's gonna be an interesting final series. King of the North. What do you think of this one, man?
Well, I'm gonna go straight and quote one of my good friends at work, who is a diehard Essendon supporter, and we don't talk about footy if we have a loss on the Monday. And he just turned to me and said, "We are shit." So that's coming from an Essendon supporter for many, many years, and just disappointed with his team. They had everything to play for. They could have secured something in the bottom of the ladder. It was all up to them. Sydney were beatable, and they just let themselves down again week after week. So yeah, better luck next time for next year. But a lot of work to do. But it doesn't seem to. This seems to be history repeating itself. So we'll see what happens next year.
And what's sad as well, they picked up some players in the off season as well that was going to bolster them. I think Gresham out of all of them was probably the best one they picked up. Ben Mackay didn't really live up to the hype. I think he's good, but he's just not great. And also Dersma was out injured, so I mean what can you do when you're injured? But it is what it is. Johnny Carlton, look, you're happy to see them finish. They're gone. There's no way they can get in. How do you feel? And what do you have to say to the Essendon fans, man?
Yeah, look, obviously we know Sydney are a slow start team. They're probably the worst first quarter team in the AFL. They just can't start off right, the Swans, for some reason. But yeah, as I said, Chris C, if you give them time, they're going to come back, and that's what they did. They had plenty of time to come back into that game, and the Swans just demolished the Bombers in that second half. It was, look, the Bombers needed a better start when they did in the first quarter. As I said, that last kick into 50, just they couldn't do it, man. A lot of missed marks, a lot of missed kicks. There's problems in Bomberland. So officially done now for 2024, and the Swans guaranteed top spot of the ladder. So we all saw that coming. Even when Port Adelaide beat it by 100 points, we still saw that coming. So Sydney too good, and Essendon fans, Johnny Carlton's got a present for you. It's one of the two of a poem. All right, everyone here ready to hear the poem? All right, here we go. Now, Johnny Carlton, he did some work today, so he did some work in the poem. You guys ready? All right, we're ready. It's only a short poem, so not too long. To Essendon from Johnny Carlton. You ready? 6 weeks ago, we were calling you contenders. Now, you're just pretenders. Being in the 8 this year must have been a trial because we're waiting another 365 days without a final. Your supporters went into a shell. Actually, it was a place called hell. The players were asking you to stay, but you guys were booking your next holiday. For us, it's an enjoyment. But in all seriousness, you guys are just a disappointment. Looking at the calendar made me happy, knowing you guys won't be there in September.
That was clever, man. Very clever, and the Essendon supporters
will be proud.
The Bombers supporters will be proud, and I'm sure if you guys capitulate at the finals, they're gonna have a poem ready for you too, man. So
bring it on.
Bring it on. All right, just come a bit lower, man. You're a bit too high. Oh, that's it. Now I can see you. Yep. All right, King of the North is a sad sandwich. Watch us make the Blues year ending in the 9th. He's talking about St Kilda. Oh, geez, let's go to the Saints. Here we go.
I know. It's going to be on sad sandwich. Don't worry about that.
Jeez. Let's just, before we go up to the next game, are we safe to say that Sydney are finishing top? I think we are. They've got the healthiest percentage. I don't think anyone's, touching them on the top spot, so they should win them on a premiership.
We only thought that Brisbane were going to be the team that were going to knock them off, and that's not going to happen now. So So yeah, I think they've got it.
Nah,
yep.
Swans too good. Yeah.
Oh, they deserve it, man. I mean, they apart from the last 4 or 5 weeks, they've been the best team all year, so they deserve top spot. They deserve it. They deserve it. So, but I'm still not sold on them, guys. I'm still not sold, but who knows what's going to happen in 4 or 5 weeks.